Even a year ago, I was absolutely broke, $0, almost 50K. And they're making all this money, traveling the world, and like, what are these people doing?
Andro has been able to fucking achieve some crazy results, and it's been a pleasure to have you here today. Andro,
Thank you very much.
To have you here, bro. Do you want to do an introduction for yourself?
So, a lot of people ask me like, what do you do? And it's very difficult to, answer that, especially with, some parents and as well. But basically what I do is I talk with people, like I do a lot of sales on my own social media marketing agency, scale to, 30K a month, relatively fast, and doing some consulting on the side, which is also doing pretty well, especially in the infant stages. But yeah, really excited for the, upcoming months, and it's crazy how fast things can happen.
Absolutely, bro. Like speed. I talked about it on the last podcast as well. Speed and efficiency is important,
Yeah.
And like the things you can achieve in such a short time with the right help, with the right decisions, being able to surround yourself with the right people is probably one of the most important things.
100%.
And what has in that case been one of the main things in the last 2 months that you have realized for yourself that changed the Andro 2 months ago to the Andro that you are today?
2 months ago, like, if you want, just another thing I want to add to that, if you aren't changing like every 2 months or so, if you look back to your YouTube videos and you're like not cringing at your YouTube videos, like you're doing something wrong, right? So you change rather quickly, I would say. And if you're not, obviously, you need to check some things out. But the main things that has changed, probably just like, as you mentioned, the clarity as well.
Yes.
Like just being clear, because when you get into the space, it's like you don't really know what people are doing. It's like they're making all this money, traveling the world, and like, what are these people doing? But getting clear on things is, I think, one of the most important things you can do. If you have a clear vision and goal, once that is set in stone, it's basically inevitable that it will happen.
How do you feel like, and this is a very important one because I have people always reaching out to me, right? Yo, Nick, what is the best business model? What is the way I should structure the business model? What is the way we scale? What will you say to the people that are watching right now that are completely unclear for them to be able to at least get to understand the decisions that they need to make for them to be able to get the first quick wins?
First quick wins?
How do they get quick wins and how do they actually get clear on what they want? Based on what we've worked on.
I think it's very important to also have like a personal brand and also, posting content, just living a good lifestyle, because, people want that in general. Like, people want money, but like, people don't necessarily want money. They want what money can bring for them. So if you can showcase that to them, I think, it'll be much better for you to convert as well. But when it comes to like getting clear on what you want, I think a lot of people are also distracted. So like, they don't actually sit down and think like deeply of what they actually want.
They don't write things down.
Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Yeah, so you need to get clear and stop the distractions and just sit down, because that's one of the most important things you need to figure out, because that's your life, right? But yeah, at certain stages, certain business models are much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also the less options you have, the easier it is.
Yeah.
Like when you get distracted, you normally have so many different options to pick from. Because if you watch a YouTube video about one topic and you watch another YouTube video about another topic, you already have two options. That creates friction, it creates clarity. And at that point, like, you just get confused and don't know what you want to do anymore.
Yeah. It's the thing, what's that called? It's like the paradox of choice. Like, we have so much options now that it's even more difficult.
The more options you have, the more difficult it ultimately becomes.
Yeah, that's why clarity is so important.
Absolutely,
To
man.
get clear, because once you're clear, it's actually pretty easy, I would say.
Absolutely, and what I said, when you even like work together on certain projects right now, we do, when you work together with other people, when you make the right decisions, have the right thinking process, you get certain results. How has these results been looking like for you in the last, couple
It's just
months,
absolutely insane. Like a couple months even. Like contract deals close to, what was it? Almost 50K in the last 2 months.
It's insane, bro.
Just deals alone. And that's also a thing, like, people only think, okay, I'm taking these actions and I'm not getting the results. But the main thing people forget to realize is latency. So that's essentially the time delay between the actions you take and the results you get. So people might be taking the right actions, but they don't see the results, but they forget to actually take time into account.
Exactly.
So
To reflect, to gather feedback, and then improve based on that.
100%. Like the emails and the outreach and the content you make today isn't the client you sign tomorrow.
Exactly.
It's like the client you sign in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
When you can create input and you can do that consistently without seeing direct result, you become
Unstoppable.
God. You become unstoppable.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want in life. You will be able to achieve everything you want in life because you don't attach the input to a certain time.
Yeah.
You know, and then you will always be able to get that result, no matter if it takes a year, no matter if it takes 2 weeks, no matter if it takes fucking a day.
And we said as well, like it can happen pretty quickly. Like even a year ago, like I was absolutely broke. Like I had $0 in my bank account, and now I'm signing like 50K deals. So
This
it's
guy
like,
was absolutely broke a year ago. Yesterday we were in the pool playing a game. He was screaming from the fucking, balcony there. Did he close a 5K deal?
yeah.
That's like
So
insane.
and it's rather quick as well. So now I'm doing the consulting on the side because obviously I know the freedom that this can provide, and not being stuck at your hometown and doing the same things over and over again. Like I want to help other people, and I think like passion is really important in your work. So
Absolutely, bro.
if you have the passion behind it, and it's like helping people who were in your exact situation, I think you will get results way quicker as well.
Exactly, and that's like understanding because that person has certain experience. That person has made certain decisions that you want to make. That person has certain results that you have.
Yeah.
And that is the reason why these things happen. That is the reason why asking help from the people that are in the situation that you're in help a lot because they give you the framework, they give you the roadmap, they give you the implementation, they give you the systems. Like, it's just a positive.
Getting clear.
Exactly.
Again,
Getting
once you're
clarity.
That's why I think it's so important to invest in people who are already where you want to be, because they already solved the problems that you want to solve. So you can either, right, you can look like when I invest in programs and all that stuff, like I know I will figure it out on my own with nothing, right? That's like I know that, but I still invest in other people. Like I've invested over $25,000 in education. Okay, so and that has tenfold, got results like tenfold. So I'm just shortening the results phase. So
Time
you
span.
can do it on your own. The time span, yeah.
What would you say? When you started watching my YouTube, like what would you say was the specific thing that made you take the leap to work with me? What is that? Is that YouTube? Is that what?
Definitely like the personal approach, because like I've done courses and all that stuff. Like I love consuming content. That's also very important actually. People look down on consumption, but like without consumption, you're not gonna get the right output.
Of course.
So
But it's limited, right? It's like you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need to get too much of it. The
100%.
people don't know when they need to switch from information to action.
That's exactly. And like the thing, the personal approach was one, and also like your way of actually communicating your value was very, very good. So I can obviously see that, and you obviously experience the results, obviously got the results, living the good life. Like that's obviously something people want, and then they invest,
Absolutely.
and then this happens basically.
This happens, like out of nowhere. This happens. I completely agree. I completely agree. How has this specific situation changed your life outside of business?
Outside of business, like and it's happened so quick as well. I always thought like a few years back, like this is at least like a 20-year goal, and it just goes to show how quickly you can actually do it if you execute and follow the right roadmap, take the right actions. And when I say that, people are like, oh, what action should I take?
Yeah.
And that's when you should invest in other people already where you want to be, and also surround yourself with them.
With the
That will
right
just
people.
like speed up the process even more. And as Nick said as well, it's unconscious. So you might think, oh, it's like I'm just traveling, like I'm not really doing work. But like
The return on
even
investment is insane.
even a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, that patterns of how they operate are still in your in your brain.
Keep
That's the
that in
thing.
your mind. Keep that in your mind because that's very true.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did you view networking, what a lot of people have right now, before you actually did it?
Yeah. So to actually be able to network with people, you first need to become a person worth networking with, right? So that's very important. So that's why you need to build up your skill set first, build up your value, and actually have something worth bringing to someone. Like you can't just, we get a lot of DMs like, how can I be your friend and stuff like that.
Bro,
But
it's
like
insane.
they have no value to provide. So why would I surround myself with you and just bring my energy down,
I completely agree, and I feel like that a lot of people want something from you when you become more valuable.
Yeah.
And for you to be able to get access to certain people, you either pay them, and that is the value exchange that you have, right? Or you could share experience with each other for it to be able to be valuable.
Yeah.
And every single person has a skill. Everybody has skills. It's just like, how much do you respect yourself? How much do you respect these skills, and how much do you respect other people in that? You know?
100%.
And I feel like that's absolutely a big thing. I like it. So what is your goal that you have in the upcoming 6 to 12 months?
So yeah, my goal for a long time has been to run a 7-figure company. And also, you know, $100,000 a month. I think that's a very good goal to have. And to even be able to achieve that, like $100,000 per month, in
It's
in 2
insane.
years. I mean, people are still studying for 4 years and not in Greece. Like you study for 4 years, and in 2 years you can achieve what people will never achieve in their lifetime. So it's
Absolutely.
all about the decisions you make and also the actions you take, and you do that by you know, listening to the right people
We
and
do.
actually investing in the right people.
We're gonna make that happen, bro. That's what's
100%.
gonna happen. I have a last question for you. What advice would you give to people specifically that are watching this video?
So I would say, like, you either have, you know, you can invest in yourself through free courses, you know, free YouTube videos, but a personal approach will work so much better. It's the action, or the results you get are so much quicker. And if you value your, you know, you can either pay with time and money, right? So if you value, you know, one is infinite, like money, and time is finite. So if you can just invest money, I can guarantee you, like the return on investment, like even 10, 20, 30K, 30K is like, in the grand scheme of things, it might sound like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, that's
It's nothing.
absolutely nothing. You can make that per month
We're
with that
here
same
learning with
investment.
each other. Only being here for a week is, it's like, for everybody, is a great return investment.
It's an amazing experience. Like,
It's insane.
it's truly priceless.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate your time, bro. And
Awesome.
we're gonna have a great future.